And welcome back, everybody. It's time for our Bulldog Conversation. I'm Brad Radisi, and I'm joined by a very special guest, Matt Kerlin, our Assistant Vice President for Spiritual Life and also University Minister here at Samford. Matt, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Well, hey, let's talk about a very special time at Samford right after Thanksgiving. In those 4 days, a lot of Christmas festivities here, starting with Lowell Van and his annual Chalk Talk. Let's talk a little bit about how special that event's become over the years.
I think Loyal has been doing this chalk drawing for over 30 years at Samford. He's done hundreds of these drawings, and it's always a favorite of students. It's a pretty chill experience. He draws with chalk on a large canvas on the stage. Sometimes the handbells will play. This year, the a cappella choir is going to sing. And generally it takes about 20 to 25 minutes to see him take a blank canvas and turn it into a meaningful Christmas scene.
And of course, on Thursday, we have Christmas Around the World, which is always exciting. The Christmas songs from all kinds of parts of the world, just all in different languages.
That's right. You get a sense of how many students are studying a foreign language at Samford when you come to that event. The chapel will be completely filled. In fact, we generally live stream this event over the internet and have a couple of locations on campus where students can go and watch it because the chapel will fill up very, very quickly. And students sing in all the different languages, and it's a little bit chaotic because they're spread out all over the chapel and they're learning languages, so they aren't experts, and not all the students are great singers. So it has this kind of down-home, grassroots sort of feel to it.
And while the songs have incredible meaning, everybody has a lot of fun doing it.
They do. You can see people standing in the back and sitting on the floor and piling up on the stage. And, they make their mistakes and they smile and sing right along. And it seems like there are 300 students who are all studying Spanish, and that's the largest language. So they're standing in there. Those songs are really, really loud. But then there are just a handful of students who may be studying one of the critical languages like Arabic or Greek. And there may be 10 people singing a Christmas carol in that language, and they're really exposed, and everybody empathizes with them, and it's a unique experience.
And of course, the headliner, they're all popular, but boy, Hanging of the Green is always just a special experience here at Samford, isn't it?
It is. It's interesting. I've heard more and more students describe Hanging of the Green and Lighting of the Way as one of their top two Samford traditions, right up there with step sing. And the chapel is usually packed, and when the weather's nice, you walk out of the chapel right after Hanging of the Green, and they've placed the candles and the luminaries all along the sidewalks on the quad, and the campus is lit up, and they make their way toward the center of campus for the Christmas tree. The whole night is a great Samford tradition.
And for the seniors that are honored to just take part in the ceremony, what a great way for them to wrap up their Samford experience.
That's right. They get not only to participate in the Hanging of the Green worship service, but their families are invited. They'll usually celebrate a meal together after Hanging of the Green and Lighting of the Way, and so it's an event for their whole families.
And Matt, let's talk about, at Lighting of the Way, we talk to students all the time, and sure, the lights are pretty and it's fun to do the countdown and all, but all the students just have this deep passion for the love that they can celebrate Jesus Christ here on this campus.
That's right. There's a lot of contention every year about how you celebrate a Christmas holiday in a culture that is represents many different faith traditions, and businesses have to tiptoe around that issue in ways that we as a Christian university do not. And I think our students really appreciate the opportunity to fully embrace the Christmas season and all that it means with the incarnation of Christ that we celebrate this time of year, and to be able to do that with their friends and with their professors and with their staff members they've grown to know is a blessing for them.
All these events in this week leads us right into finals week. It's such a stressful time, but it's a great reminder of faith and what it means to get you through a tough couple of weeks it's going to be for our students, isn't it?
That's right. We do have to pack these Christmas celebrations into the final week of the semester, and it comes right in between Thanksgiving and finals week. And I know that is one of the most stressful weeks of the year for students. And so it's a good reminder for students I think it puts some things in perspective. It helps them realize that grades are not the most important thing in the world, and that faith in Christ transcends their academic performance. Their relationship with Christ is more important than how they do on tests. And I think that helps them go into finals week with a clear mind and hopefully do better.
Good deal. Matt Kerlin joining us here for our Bulldog conversation. Christmas at Samford. It's like none other. Folks, more coming up right after this. You're listening to the Alabama Power Halftime Show right here on the Samford Sports Network.